today's episode of the High Handicap Challenge, we are playing at Maungakiekie. May have mispronounced that one. We'll be trying to go 11 over or better, 3 fairways in regulation, no free putts, and hopefully sneak a birdie opportunity. This is my first time playing the course in wet conditions, and we start things off with a downhill par 4. 5-iron in hand, houses to the right, so I'm aiming slightly to the left. Hopefully find the fairway and tick one of those off. But it's a great strike nonetheless, so happy with that one. Unfortunately, we did end up finding rough. Quick little wind check to find I'm hitting into the wind, so going up club using the 6-iron, and hopefully avoid this tree in front of me and try and get one close to the green. And unfortunately, we pushed that one off to the right hand side. Alright, let's go find this ball. Definitely pipe that long right, but it is what it is. I don't know if the conditions really are showing through on the camera here, but it's cold, it's windy, and it's wet. After spending about 3 minutes trying to find my TP5 ball, I ended up finding it completely submerged. So I'm going to swap to an older ball because we could be losing some balls today. And that's what happens when you try to use the bounce in very soft, slushy conditions. Not ideal. We do, however, now have some firm ground underneath us, so we're going to take a little 52 at this one, which, as you can tell, has come off much cleaner, and we're going to have an option for a putt to try and save bogey. Greens are actually running pretty fast on the practice green, so I've tapped that one, and it's just gone to the left of the hole, but it's going to leave us with an easy tap in for double. So not the best start and not the worst start. Stay to that. And in fear of losing the TP5, we're going to put it away for now. On to the first par 3, and when I arrived they were doing a bit of work on the green. So pressure on now. I have the greenskeeper just to the right, parked up, trusting me not to hit it. Let's see how this goes. And I smoke the 7-iron right down there, and it lands bang in the centre of the green. Guy just mowing the greens. I wasn't too sure if they're closing off one of the holes because hole 2's closed, and I've just piped it onto the green. Fucking buzzing with that. And the classic land next to the old hole. However, it does give me a birdie putt, but not quite a birdie opportunity, I would say, as I don't back myself to get this one. However, I did give it a chance, and it just missed off to the right, and hopefully we can tap this one in for a par. Still a bit of work to do, but you'd back myself to putt this one from this range. And unfortunately it nips out, but it's a tap-in bogey. Unfortunately it is the first free putt of the round, so we're going to cross off that challenge early doors. But plenty more holes and challenges available. Onto this par 4, dog leg to the right, 5-iron in hand. And I've pushed it off to the right hand side. Didn't really want to go there as I'm going to land through this tree. So just to be safe, I'm going to hit a provisional here and hopefully keep this one in play, which I did not manage to do. Thought I'd share with you some of the local bird life, the geckos. As you can see, I did come through the tree, but not much rollout today, and now I have to go over these trees somewhat. So I'm going to take a 5-iron to try and get there, and in doing so I narrowly avoid hitting that bird. Killed the bird. Thankfully the bird's okay, but I need to punch out now, and I kind of chunk it, so that's not going to roll up too far. Just hoping I've got a clean shot at it. Just look at that, what a state. We've just had that much rain that the rough's not been able to be mowed. However, I have got a shot at it. I'm going 8-iron at this one, and I've kind of pulled it off to the left hand side, and I have no idea what's out there, so hopefully it's safe. On a non-wet day that probably would have rolled OB. But we're left here with the 60 degree, trying to flop one up there. And I think I've just cleared the bunker. Ended up coming up a little bit short, but sticking on the fringe. So I'm going to try and putt this one for double. Not an ideal position to be in. And the downhill roll has been judged not very well. So can I tidy up the triple? Nope. And we're going to put that one in for a quad. Oh dear. Following the quad, I'm bringing the TP5 back out. Let's see what this can do. This is a short par 4, dog leg to the left, so I want to hit straight and then give ourselves a nice wedge shot into the green. And that's a perfect strike with a 5-iron. just on the right hand side of the fairway, I think.
That's the one, boys. Right, turn around now.
In a bizarre situation, I could not find that ball. I have no idea how. Must have just plugged into the ground and I just couldn't find it. To avoid slowing down pace of play, I'm just going to take a drop and add one shot. So taking a 52 degree at this one. Took a little bit off it and I've ended up finding the front edge of the green. Just annoying that I lost the TP5 really. Anyway, pitched up just here. Gonna replace the divot and give a good long pass at this one. Needs to go in to make par. And uphill at the end, just slowed it down.
Still got miles to put that as well.
So now trying to avoid the back-to-back free putts. And it got close, but unfortunately that's another free putt. Or hopefully. And I've managed to sink that one in for double. But really could have had a birdie opportunity or par on that.
I mean, oh god, nearly fell over. Look at that. Yeah, so this is why I just couldn't find that ball. So now I've lost, brought the TP5 back out, smacked it right down the middle, and I've still lost it. I don't know how that's lost, that's so annoying, but oh well, move on.
Changing to a pink Wilson staff, hopefully I won't be able to lose this one. Sticking with the 5-iron from the tee. And another clean strike just off to the right hand side. And this one should hopefully be in the fairway.
If I lose that one, that's outrageous.
And luckily it's in the fairway. So that's our first fairway in regulation. And now we're taking the 8-iron at this one, downhill. And hopefully we can make this fairway count. Annoyingly my right leg pops back again. But thankfully a clean connection on this one and it's drawing towards the hole. Although I couldn't see it because it's pink.
See, the problem with the pink ball is I have no idea where it went. I think I've landed it right next to the pin, but that could just be a divot. God knows what's happening anyway. Anyway, it's a nice day. I'm out playing golf. Let's not complain. Let's get back into it. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Now that's a birdie opportunity. Let's hopefully make it.
Okay, lads.
Proper buried into the ground. So a nice soft green has paid dividends there, meaning it didn't roll off. So it's going to give us this nice opportunity for birdie. I'm going to take my time to line it up and hopefully we can make this one. Ugh. Unfortunate. Felt good over that one as well. Tap it in for an easy par. Can't complain about tapping pars. But we're going to put it back and let's see if we can give it another roll. See if I just hit it a little bit harder. Because I think I had the line there. And we've hit it too soft once again. Wasn't meant to be. But we have ticked off the birdie opportunity challenge. Now onto a short par 3 uphill. Taking the 9-iron at this one. The great swing on it, however it's going to come just a little bit short to the right, but avoids the bunkers, and it's going to leave us with a short 60-degree chip from this little patch of rough here. As you can see, it's still pretty wet around me, but let's see if we can get up and down from here. And it's come off nice and clean, and it's rolling towards the hole. Oh, surely not, it's gone in for birdie.
Get in. Look at the state of that.
Let's get a quick replay on this one whilst you smash the like button. Ah, oh, how satisfying.
And the golf gods come through and I've delivered a nice little chip in for birdie with the pink ball, which I wasn't going to use. Look, there it is. There it is. Let's listen to the noise. Ah, yeah. Wow, that was quite something with the 60 degree, especially in these conditions. That was awesome. Oh. And that's why it's worth it coming out. You know, you have some stinker holes and then just keep your head down and you'll get through it. Come out the other side.
And we follow that up with going on to the hardest hole on the course. Stroke 1, par 4. Pretty straightforward by the looks of it. And that's about right. That's high handicap golf for you.
And just like that, we're brought back to reality. God damn it. Oh dear.
I am claiming that as my second fairway, however. So one more in the challenge. And that 5-iron sliced off to the right. Not too optimistic on finding that one, so I'm going to drop a provisional. Sticking with the 5-iron though, hopefully you'll find fairway this time. And of course it's gone straight down the middle. Well, at least we've got one in play, and we should be able to find that. And miracles do happen on the golf course. I managed to find that first ball over to the right. So now we're going to just take a 52 degree and get it back into the fairway. Nothing too fancy. And job done. That should land just on the other side of the fairway.
A little long, but we found it. Also found a bright orange or red bridgie, so we're using that next. Just look at that.
So now we have about 90 yards in, so in between the 52 and the 56. Opting with taking a little bit off the 52. And unfortunately that one's going to come a little bit short. The wind's held it up a little bit more than I expected, but we are chipping onto the green from here. Sticking with the 52 for the third time in a row. Probably should have stuck with the 60 after that last chip, but I had intended on rolling that towards the hole. Just came off a little bit too hot. So now putting from just on the fringe. So fairly long putt to try and save double here. Don't really want to follow a birdie up with the triple, but you know, could be the case. And put a good stroke on that one. And I've managed to drain it in. So it took a little bit extra time and it's paid off. And another par 4, sticking with the 5-iron and the pink ball. And I've pushed it off to the right hand side slightly. It should catch the fairway or maybe just the edge of the rough. But we never know on this course. And after a couple of minutes of searching, again I cannot find what should have been a relatively easy find. So again, not wanting to slow up the pace of play, I'm going to drop the bridgie that I found from the last hole and hopefully hit it down there. So hit a 9-iron at this one just to come short. And I see it land just to the right there, taking all the precautions I can to not lose another ball. However, sadly that was not enough. Another ball lost somehow. So I found a white bridgie when I was looking for that one, so we are now playing from here. And a nice little 60 degree onto the green. And to be fair, the greens on this course are in really good condition. And again, so we're kind of putting this one for a double. And we unfortunately missed that one just to the left, so it's in for a triple. I would normally have gone and replayed those shots, however I think everyone was in the same boat and just dropping where they thought it roughly landed. So to add insult to injury, the wind has now picked up on the last hole. So I need to find the fairway to tick off the 3 fairways in regulation. Sticking with the 5-iron. I put it down the middle and it's drawing to the left. And it's landed right on the edge. We're going to have to find out later on that one.
So 2 balls lost on the same hole, both coloured balls. So managed to find a white Bridgestone though, so I'll swap to that one now. But yeah, certainly going to be keeping all my good balls in the bag for the remainder of this hole. I honestly don't know how I managed to lose that second one. I took club off it and I saw it land, and then when I got there, there's nowhere to be seen.
So unfortunately it did bounce out of the fairway, and that means that this shot has to go in the hole to save the final challenge. Which it clearly has not done. And again, familiar sight, that ball was lost. So I'm just going to throw into this bunker for a thumbnail picture and also to have a bit of bunker practice. And that shot's actually come out pretty nicely. Let's see if we can finish the round off with an up and down from the bunker.
Thanks for sticking with me, guys. We've lost a couple of balls. Don't know what's going on. You probably shouldn't play a new course in horrendous conditions. They've not been able to mow the rough because it's been so wet. But I found more balls than I lost, so you know.
So can we finish on a confident putt into the hole to save a somewhat generous bogey I've given myself?
Nope.
No, I cannot. So hopefully we'll end up finishing this with a 2-putt, which we managed to do, and it's gone in for a generous double. So today's round was a very accurate representation of high handicap golf. Managed to tick off just the one challenge, but also got that great chip in. Be sure to check out the videos on the left if you've not seen the previous episodes. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time.